is the top of the hour. I'm Nichole Berlie at our NewsNation headquarters in Chicago. We begin this hour with that breaking news out of the Middle East, where Hamas has reportedly accepted a ceasefire proposal. The State Department is holding a briefing right now. That is on the left side of your screen. The State Department is saying it will not respond until details of this deal are made public. On the right side of your screen, we are awaiting a briefing from the White House on these latest developments. We will bring that to you live as soon as it happens. Israel's initial proposal included the release of nearly 36 hostages, although it's not clear if that is part of this reported deal. Word of the reported agreement comes as Israeli forces have told civilians to leave Rafah ahead of the planned invasion. Strikes already underway in the eastern part of that city. NewsNation's Robert Sherman joins us live from Tel Aviv. Breaking news here, Robert, but still a lot of unanswered questions.
That's definitely the best way of putting it here, Nichole. I mean, what we know is that Hamas has agreed to a framework of a ceasefire proposal, but we don't know exactly what the tenets of that deal are or if it is a deal that the Israelis would be agreeing to. So it takes two parties in order to make a deal here. We're still awaiting the Israeli response. And the State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said just a short while ago that the deal just came in across their desks, and that's what they're examining right now. So there's not a lot of details on what is inside of that deal. But there are some indications from Hamas that that deal could potentially include a total withdrawal of Israeli troops. If that is true, Israel has said time and time again that is not on the table and not a deal that they could agree to. That being said, the table looks very different at this hour compared to when we all woke up earlier in the morning, because Israel would effectively have yay or nay authority on a ceasefire deal that has been put on the table here, meaning you would start to see international pressure on the Israelis to accept it. You've already heard from Turkey's president just a short while ago saying he wants the Israelis to accept that deal. Does Turkey's name really carry a lot of weight in this situation? Well, that remains to be seen. But let's examine what happens over the next couple of hours here as the Israelis weigh this proposal and go through it and see if this is something that they have interest in or not, but also measure the international pressure, where it comes from and how much of it hits the Israelis in the next coming hours. Those are going to be the two things to watch very closely here, Nichole.
All right, Robert Sherman live for us there on this breaking news live in Tel Aviv. Robert, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.